Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks, and today we are taking a look at the British Centurion. This is a tier 8 medium that I will be keeping in my garage forever because it's pretty fantastic, although it does have some drawbacks, mostly in regards to the hull armor, and it's not as fast as some of the other mediums, but this gun and the turret are pretty fantastic. And that's enough for me. It is fast enough. It's about does about 40 kilometers, which is enough to get you to where you need to be, especially if you are looking to do some sniping, which this gun is more than capable of doing. KV4, thank you for that side armor. What are you shooting at, though? You're going to shoot at one of us, aren't you? Oh, that was an angle. We got another KV4 hanging out. Yeah, it looks like we're dealing with frontal armor now. Oh, maybe we can hit him in the side of that turret. What do you think? Oh, somebody finished him off. We do have a super Pershing to the left. He is showing all of his beefed up armor. So there's a Tiger, though, who wants to say hello. And we've lost him, so there we are. KV4 is hanging back, but we've got him covered. Super Pershing is the problem. He's set up to where he can take some good shots at us if we try to make it past. I don't have a silhouette. Wait. I got nothing. No. Wait. Alright, that's like... Alright, I'm going to see if I could at least get into something. Maybe if that's his track... No, that just missed, though. Because if we could go through the track and into the hull, I was hoping for that. That's not happening. What is going to happen now, though? IS, I've noticed that this IS has been falling back the second I hit reverse, and I don't know why he keeps doing that. Oh, snap. ISU. And that's not doing anything. So now we actually need to really fall back. Angle that armor. Dang it. I think that was the super Pershing, though. What? Oh, no. That's not good. Son of a gun. Now I'm getting hit from front and back. Alright, this is really, really bad. I'm going to try to hide from one of them. I think the super Pershing is on to me. Okay. For some reason, the IS is still 100%. I'm going to hide like a coward for a little while until we can figure out... Alright, I think I'm going to about face, maybe, and try to deal with these threats and not worry too much about the super Pershing, because if he wants to come out, KV4 is going to get on him. Where are we at? I'm like climbing this mountain here. Not exactly what I want to do. IS just took a hit. Took another one. Let's cut into here. Go, go, go. I'm going to get hit in the back. Watch. Oh. Just made it. Alright. I think. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? Keep going. Alright. Now we need to rely on whatever speed this thing does have. And cut into their 6. Both targets that we can easily deal with using this 20-pounder main gun. And I don't think they're necessarily expecting this. Oh, man, they're going to be done by the time I get here. Darn it. Oh, well. At least I got to take him with us. 2 super Pershings that are causing some trouble. They just lost their heavy, and I do believe we have eyes. There's their TD. I think the super Pershing, yep, they're there. We have all targets on screen. I probably should have come through the center line, but in the interest of time, I think I'm going to see what we can deal with here. Yes, 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 yes. No. Side of the turret. There we go. And one more shot from anybody. How about me? This SU, what's he looking at? Probably taking a look at his flank at this point. AMX 1375 still alive. Nice to see a light tank still alive this late in the game. No. Well, I spoke too soon. He's now dead. Alrighty. These guys are still looking to cause some trouble. They want to do some base defense. Crazier things have happened. They do have 3 kills apiece. We need to be careful. We don't have anybody on their flanks, though. It's going to take me a while to get around there. I'm not sure that it's going to be worth it. A good rush will do. Oh, come on, T-29. Get your butt over here. 100% health. Not for long. He decided to take the long road and get smacked in the face. There we go. There's a nice shot out. He fired his shot. No cupola. Oh, they're waiting for us. This is bad. This is not good. Oh, boy. This is bad. If nobody flanks, we could lose this. I just can't get around in time. It's going to take me a while. Unless they both fire. Use him as a meat shield. Yeah, he's calling for me to go the hill. I need cover, though. They're looking at me. That's what I'm afraid of. We got about 6 minutes. We got to get around there. This is kind of what I was thinking I should have done way earlier. So hopefully those guys can buy some time and we can snap them in the back. Because that fight is bad. The Persian can reload fast enough. And the TD, yeah, he's already just got enough kills for one day. If we can get behind him, that's going to put a world of hurt on him. I need more speed. I've got the final engine, which is about 750 horsepower, but we're not hitting... We're 5 short of our max speed. Let's see, how can we come around here? Once we are back here, we are going to have to get a nice first shot in. Hopefully they didn't move too much. Once we start firing, they're going to perhaps put their attention on me. Where are you? Hello. Oh, did he turn on me? What's the super looking at? Oh, come on. One more hit on him and he's done. Good night, sirs. It's all about that flanking, which after a while I was like, man, we're getting... See, I was hoping in the beginning that maybe we could just push into them and save some time. But it was like, you know, this is not happening. They're holding us back. This is going to be a noob mistake. I'm going to take my time and flank around, follow the guy's, you know, advice, and just go for it, because that was worth taking some extra time and not have a horrible demise. But anyway... What's this tank all about? You know, this thing is supposed to be more like a universal tank. It was designed in history to perform all roles and get rid of the whole TD, medium, and heavy tank designation. So it was one of the world's first universal main battle tanks, and it's sexy, isn't it? It's a really good looking tank, one of the more modern looking tanks within the game, and at least until you get to the Centurion Mark 7/1, which looks nearly identical, and then the FV 4202, I think. But anyway, the strong point of this tank is, of course, this main gun. You can see it's doing 230 average damage and then 226 penetration. Typically, accuracy 0.33, 7.5 rate of fire, not bad for what it does in terms of damage. All about that gun. Nice, accurate. I love it. Good gun depression. Great for hull down. The other strength, of course, is this 165 millimeters of armor on the turret, plus the gun mantle. That's going to help out a lot. You can see this sloping. You're going to bounce a lot off of this. That's where I've been bouncing. There's a kind of a... I feel like this is kind of a weak point here, though. These don't have a hitbox. I don't think they're just containers on the outside of the turret, so I really wouldn't worry about that. But otherwise, this turret is actually stronger than the final turret on the Pershing and the Panther II, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, the hull armor, while it does have some nice sloping with 110, so you might be effectively increasing that, I don't feel it. I've been penned by some pretty low-tier guns directly, you know, right here. There's no really weak areas of this that you can see. I'm not sure what this thing is. That's not... It's kind of got some strange transparent... Maybe it's like a visor. I think maybe this flips up and... I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. I really don't know. So if anybody knows what this thing does historically, that's kind of curious. But I don't think anything here is really weak. You know, the lower area is typically a weak point. But other than that, there's not like a specific part of this that you should be aiming at. It's just all around. It just seems to take a beating from most guns within the tier range, which is kind of disappointing. So I don't know if this armor is accurate, if they need to do something about that, but it's not doing the job. And your sides are usually always going to get penned. I've had some strange bounces on other Centurions. Or not really bounces, but pen no damage. So there might be some spaced armor that you're dealing with. Obviously, you have this outer skirt, which is going to act as a spacing. So you might get lucky. It might go through here and then deflect the shot or not do much, depending on the caliber of the round, of course. So there is that. And then, you know, rears of tanks are always bad, whatever. You know, it is 40 kilometers an hour, which is not as fast. Pershing does 48. Panther II does 55, so it's not the fastest. I know I'm not comparing it to the Russian tanks, but I just figured I'd compare it to two different tanks. So there is that. But, you know, other than that, good hull down tank, accurate sniper, mobile, gets the job done. We can take a look at the tech tree to see what I have unlocked on it. There you go, final equipment except for the radio, which I don't really think I need. I don't feel it's only 50 more, so I don't really want to deal with that right now. I decided to go through and get the final gun instead of dealing with the 17-pounder, which is not that great for the cost, whereas that price could have gone into getting the turret. And I did use free XP, so keep in mind if you want to get this stopgap gun, because this gun is terrible. You cannot play this tank with this gun. This helps, but it feels like you jump all the way into this and then you still got to come back and go into this. That's not easy. And then you got to still get the tracks to mount the turret and things like that. So I went ahead, converted some gold into XP. I had to. I couldn't deal with these guns. I wanted the 20-pounder, which is just a phenomenal gun for this tank. You might be asking what I did with my Comet. I sold it. I wasn't having any fun with it. It was just, I played it so many times. I wanted to like it. I just couldn't enjoy it. But the Centurion, we go from Cromwell, which is awesome, Comet, which is kind of meh, and then Centurion, which is back to being awesome. So I'm happy with this. I bought one camo pattern for it. I still would like to get the two others for snow and desert, but I'm going to wait and see if there's some sort of holiday sale on camouflage, which there hasn't been in a while, because 200 gold for paint is kind of expensive, even though it does give you 5% to your camo rating. This map. Every time I play it, I say the same thing. Not exactly a fan of this one. It's not my favorite. Unless I'm winning, but, you know, that goes for all maps. I think I'm going to go the hill route for a little bit at least. We are higher tier. As the madness begins within chat. Per usual, it's that time of day. What do we got? Hopefully we got some backup. Okay, good, good, good. I don't want to be the first one to show myself on the hill. We do have a little bit more camouflage, so hopefully that helps. Tank has a decent silhouette, I guess. It's not too abnormal. It's not too tall. It's a longer tank, I think. It's longer than most tanks. But alright, what I'm going to do is try to climb this hill and hide in the bushes. Maybe try to get one good shot off. I'm hoping that this AMX is going to be more of the scout. So typically what happens here, although, let's see, maybe if I can get into this impression. See, here we go. Wait for that to come down, and boom! He's like, what was that, sir? Although we are going to lose him. We are probably now lit. They do have 3 pieces of artillery. So be careful. I know it's tempting to want to go down and get more shots, but you have to resist the urge to do that. Because if Artie is smart, they will have located you, and that's that. Now, I gotta be careful because I almost got in that guy's shot. The downside is, it's like, at this point, I can wait for a shot, wait for him to reload. And I know I'm annoying you, sir, but... Alright, he was backing off. I was hoping it would drop and go into him. Sometimes you can wait for somebody to reload, take your shot, back up, they fire, back in again. But, you know, alright, what's going on over here? Party? I wasn't invited to? Alright, we've got a... Wow, already over there. I really wasn't paying attention to that. And IS. He's done. Game over. IS-3, next target, on the line. I just missed him. Tried to lead him a little bit, went low. He's still in the line. He's going for ramming detail, which everybody loves to resort to. Hit, but it bounces off of that slope probably. And come on, come out a little. Where are you at? All right. Yeah. I don't know what it's hitting. Oh yeah, come on. Yes, this thing just does some sweet, sweet damage. Especially at tier 8 on a medium. I love it. And there we go. Man, he's taking some damage. You guys got a lot of hit points. I used to be so afraid of IS-3s until I really learned where to shoot them. Even if you're dealing with them at the front, you just gotta know to go for that lower glacis. And there's a little top part of their turret on the front. It's a weak spot that most people don't know about. Oh yeah, if your tank is tall enough, you can get it. I'd love to set him on fire. That would be great. Man, he's got a lot of hit points. Yes, there we go. He's done. Worked on him all day long. All right, ISU 152 is gone. Their artillery has taken one of ours, and so have we. Not too much more going on. You can see all these dead tanks over here. That's why you got to resist the urge to climb that hill. Don't do it. Because a lot of times, that bush right there is great for stealth. That will cover you up pretty good, so you got to be careful. Super Pershing. Do I have eyes? Almost. I have to crest this to see him. How about you? Panther M10? Oh, nothing has shot at me yet. Oh, this is... I don't recommend this. Don't try this at home. Run away. least one shot in there. He's done. It's tempting to stay there. It really is. But once again, fight that urge. We do have this game, though. And where are you at? Oh, where are you at? What are you doing? All right. I can't get you. Now I think might be okay for me to... Well, I don't know where everybody else is. Oh, that wasn't me. It landed, like, right in front somewhere. Come on. Reload. Aww. Taken from me. Alright. M18 and a Yog Panther. I'm going to rush down this hill now. Just got to climb on down. Again, not the fastest medium on the planet, which is a little disappointing because I really love mobility. And I'm mostly disappointed because I don't feel like my hull on the front is as good as it could be with the slope that it has and the overall lack of weak spots that I can see. Careful. Alright, contact on... Oh, he's... Oh, something saved his life. I think it was like part of the rock. Where's everybody else at? They're just like, I'm out of here, Chief. Oh, they took somebody with them. And... kaboom on that shot. I don't know what that hit. Some sort of critical, perhaps. But he's done to another player. And that was a front angle on a Yog Panther. Not really anything too crazy, especially when you're talking about the potency of this 20-pounder main gun, which, again, I suggest you skip the 17-pounder and just try to unlock some free XP or something, either with gold or whatever, and just get to that big boy. So that was a good game. I guess we've had our daily double. I don't know if we got it on the last match or not. And that does it. I think I'm going to cut it short with that. Leave it on a high note, really, because that kind of gives you a good example of how I would play this tank. I'm not going to call it a flank tank because it's not as fast as some of the other mediums, but you can. It's fast enough to go ahead and do that. You are, of course, going to want to nail the weak spots on most tanks anyway. It is fast enough to get you around other targets and to sniping positions. But again, priority is getting yourself into a hull down position, playing it like some of the American tanks, and using this great gun to your advantage. Try not to expose this hull because it will get penned a lot. It just, the front is not as great as you think it should be, even if you try to double this number with the slope. It's just not doing it. And I'm disappointed because it's just getting penned by a lot of low-tier guns, which is just terrible. Now, keep in mind, they could be getting hit by gold rounds, a.k.a. credit rounds or premium rounds. I'm not going to call them credit rounds, but I just keep calling them premium rounds. I don't know what else to call them. But I think that a lot of people are still loading these suckers up, and that's what's going through me half the time. And that's the problem. You just don't know. There's no way to find out. And honestly, I would not shed a single tear if they remove these completely from the game. I still don't like them being in the game, even though for now they just cost credits. I don't feel that I necessarily need them because I'm pretty good at aiming for weak spots, but that's a whole different rant, I guess, that I will continue. So we'll see what happens when they get into the next patch. But yeah, that is the Centurion, a keeper for sure. It is definitely worth grinding through the Comet to get to this tank. You will not be disappointed as long as you like hull down tactics and a nice, accurate, potent gun. I'm going to keep climbing up the medium line. Maybe get to tier 9 one day. Not rushing for it because I am enjoying this one a lot. And then, you know, I still don't have a tier 10 tank. Obviously, you know, I've got a tier 9 with the M103, which one day we'll get into the 11.0 E5, so we'll see how that goes. And that is it. So I'll try to keep you up to date on whatever holiday events they have for the month of December. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on the next one.